Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and little Dennis is with us for the intro, but he won't be in the video because the video that's coming up was recorded in June of 2019 when I recorded a whole load of videos, and just as I recorded them the website broke, so I never got around to releasing them. But this is of one of my pencil drawings of Fang from Final Fantasy XIII. And the only reason I've come in to do the intro is because, well, little Dennis didn't exist back then, so he won't be on the video. And also, the website that I show is actually the old website. So, but because the website's got this back on it now, I thought I'd put the videos out. So I hope you enjoy this one. Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com. Does that sound good enough? Yes. I like clicking my fingers. I don't know why. I like that sound. One of my favourite things to do is when you're listening to trance music, you can get into the rhythm. If you get the rhythm of it, clicking along is really satisfying. This video though is about this pencil drawing, which is Fang from the video game Final Fantasy XIII. I said in one of my other videos where I looked at vanilla, this video game Final Fantasy XIII is my second favourite game of all time. First one is Persona 4, but Fang and vanilla, I loved their story because they were linked together. I absolutely adored their story. She is amazing. But vanilla is actually my favourite character in that game. But yeah, I drew vanilla probably, well, I drew a long time before this one. So vanilla's drawing isn't as good as this one, I don't think. Because with this one, this is the first drawing where I actually went darker with it. And what happened was I had just started going to art class because I had this fear of going to art class because of social anxiety. I forced myself to go and I took this drawing with me, and I said to my teacher, I am struggling because all my other drawings before this, I always felt like they were not dark enough. So she just gave me the confidence really to start pushing the darkness. So this one, I feel like it's the first drawing where it's got a nice range of tones, I suppose. And what it does is, it just makes things look more real. Like that really looks like it's got depth because of the darkness. The thing with this one is her hair doesn't look as good as I would like it, but it's because it's video game hair. And video game hair is never, it's, at least when I was playing video games, I haven't played them for a while, the hair always used to be the one thing that made you realise you were playing a video game. So it's quite hard to draw that because you have to sort of make it up a little bit. But I do love this drawing and I love that game. You know, looking at these drawings, because I haven't looked at this one for years really, it just makes me want to play the game again. It's a shame, but then the memory that it's in the past now. I love her tattoo. What was that called? It was the Falsi or something. Focus. It's all about focus. Falsi, Lyses. That game had just so many strange words, but I read everything in that game as well. I really got into it. Read all the text, the backstories. Beautiful. Really like her. If you go onto the website, I talk about drawing it a little bit more and pull out quotes and images, but this quote from vanilla, from Fang, this is amazing. When prayers turn to promises, not even fate can stand in their way. I love that. Basically that is determination. That quote is saying, when you're focused and you know what you're doing, you're unstoppable. And these are little images I did as I was creating it. Started with our eyes. That's quite interesting. Goes around there. it's quite interesting sometimes to see what you thought was important to start with. Like I say, if I was doing this now, what would I do? I'd probably do the same again. Yeah. And then I started building it up. She looks quite nice there. She looks quite cool, doesn't she? Without hair. It's quite nice. There you go. That was just before the end. Working on the tool. Love her weapon. Yeah, really nice character she is. So that was not Fang, it was Fang from Final Fantasy XIII. Spinning around. Next one is Faith from Mirror's Edge. So that'll be the next video, and I'll see you in a minute for that.